Greetings, brothers and sisters. I greet you in the mighty name of Yahusha HaMashiach. 2020, another year. These are end time dreams and visions that I wanted to share. I've been meaning to upload these so that everybody can hear about some of the dreams and visions that Yahuwah has given me down through the years. Well, let's jump right into it. I remember around New Year's, because Yahuwah always deals with me around the time of the New Year's. Usually as the New Year's come in, I usually fall into a dream or have a vision. And I can remember between 2008 going into possibly 2009, I had this dream. And these are all dreams dealing with sexual perversion that will be coming into the United States and spreading throughout the world. Well, in this dream, I remember seeing maybe about 8 to 10, 12 people leaning up against the wall. And I was trying to understand why they were leaning up against the wall, because they were all different shapes and colors of people. They were all different. There was some tall, there was some short. But the thing that puzzled me in the dream was because at this particular time, we had not heard of what I'm about to tell you. Those people that were leaning up against that wall were claiming all of these different variations of sexuality. Like today, you have pansexual, you have bisexual, you have heteroflexible, you have all of these different names of all these different sexualities or so-called genders. Well, this was way back in 2008. And I remember as I was looking at the dream, I was trying to understand what all these new forms of sexuality were. And it was that at that time, now I realized that Yahuwah was showing me what was to come in the future. It was real strange because we had never heard of anything like transgender. We had never heard of anything like asexual. We had never heard of these, but we've never heard of all of these different titles. But all of those people that were leaning up against that wall had a different gender that we had never heard of. And at that particular time, I was asking Yahuwah, what did this mean? What did this mean? And what did this title and what did this gender mean? Or what did that gender mean? And he let me know that it was referencing sexuality, spiritual and sexual perversion that will come in the future. Then 2 years later, maybe a year later or 2 years later, just before New Year's came in, I had another dream. And in this dream, what I saw was all of these people sitting around a round table. You know how when the New Year's it comes in, everybody is partying, they're drinking. Well, it was like a scene from like a nightclub, or they were out to dinner, or they were out partying somewhere like a club or like a restaurant. And in this dream, I saw all these people sitting around a round table. It was like men, women. It was like every other person was a man, woman, women. And then there might have been a couple men sitting together and then woman, woman, woman. But it was all around a round table. And everybody was having a good time. And the music, I could see the music and people were dancing and having a good time as they were waiting for the New Year's to come in. But then all of a sudden, a man to my left, he just turned over and kissed the man in his mouth in front of everybody. And when he kissed the man in the mouth in front of everybody, it was as if I was the only one that was in shock, because they acted like it was normal. This was like 2009. They acted like it was normal and just carried on as if they weren't doing anything at all. And then I knew then that Yahuwah was showing me that the homosexuality between two men would become a normal thing. Because as he leaned over and kissed this man in the mouth that was right next to him, they acted like it was just normal to them. It was as if I was the only one that was out of place. And so every year I would have these types of dreams about how sexuality would be corrupted and be pushed into society as something that was normal. Then around 2012, I continued to have these types of dreams. I remember probably about 2017, as the new year came in, I had another sexual perversion, a dream of sexual perversion that would be coming upon society. And in this dream, I saw that the time would come. Time had passed over. I seen where time had passed over. And in the process of time had passed over, it had came to a place in society that a man could have a wife. And it was normal for that man who had a wife, he had a boyfriend and he had a girlfriend. Now let that sink in. I said it was normal for a man to have a wife and a family, but he had a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and it was normal in society. I tell you, people, what is happening? We are being Hellenized with ancient Greek culture, where sexuality is just whatever a person wants to do. And any person who doesn't have the mind to accept it, you are the outcast. But now you know what to look for what's coming next. It was a normal thing for a woman to be married to a man and to have a female woman as a girlfriend and have a boyfriend on the side. It was normal. It's the way society was. This is 2020. You can tell that we're in the last days. God bless you.